Hello and welcome to Thinkermaker, a Savvy Self production. This 7th episode asks, can the UK fare well outside of the EU single market? Now do feel free to pause to read the slides at any time. So starting with a quick recap from the last episode. This image showed how working class people, including most white males, have not been privileged over the last 800 years. We saw how these Brexiteers yearn for the UK to move on from stories like this and reawaken her spirit of self-belief to forge a new economic future with self-pride and to feel needed. They want to discover their dignified heritage and pride in purpose. This human spirit is of the essence for Brexit. But we also observed that science has failed to invent any device to detect or measure human spirit, which is a real thing that can explain these paradoxes, why Brexiteers are happy to go into recession or lose jobs for something more important. Spirit of culture, heritage. Mainstream media puts this hunger for cultural heritage down to racism. They are wrong, and this is why emotional intelligence is needed more than rationality right now. Preserving culture is a spirit issue, not racism. Others are also trying to highlight this. Honouring one's heritage is a widespread human spiritual need, and not only for Brits. The French Notre Dame sadly recently burned. It's a heritage symbol. French people were outraged when their president said it might not be rebuilt just how it used to be. In Britain, a hunger for rediscovering heritage has been evident for a while. After Scottish devolution in 2001, it was entirely natural for the English to introspect, asking, who are we? What's our food? Our flag? Our dance? In that year, our team at Thinkermaker spotted Union Jack flags being replaced by the St. George Cross, reflecting an emotional shift. And this shift didn't show up in evidence-based research till 16 years later. How slow is rationality? Emotional intelligence is much faster and of supreme importance for managing this Brexit moment. So, can Britain do it? Stand on her own legs? In a previous episode, we explained this useful concept of yin and yang, how life ebbs and flows. And Britain has lately been ebbing in retreat, but wants to flow forth, be bold and confident to take chances and ensure prideful work for our people. It's a case of attitude. That previous episode described the typical attitudes of yin with its risk aversion and yang's courage, confidence and self-belief. Britain's Brexiteers feel the pendulum swung too far toward yin and now want to rebalance, leaning towards yang. For the UK to reshape its economy with self-belief, to stand on her own legs. Can she? Well, absolutely. Look, cold, wet Britain is making wine and selling it to France. Ha! And winning awards. And growing olives and selling to Italy. Hee hee! Who would have guessed? Well, not rationality for sure. Look, the supposed experts of rationality predicted that Brexit would cause British universities to fail to attract foreign students. Experts thought it's logical that they would shy away from perceptions of British xenophobia. But there was another logic, which experts missed. The falling pound has meant college fees are cheaper for foreign students, and so, as reported in this article from 2019, applications from EU students to study in the UK have increased 8%. Well, what do you know? Dear experts, what do you know? Your rationality does not trump intuition and self-belief. And check out this April 2019 report. The UK was number 1 for business investment attractiveness, overtaking the United States. Of course, Britain can still stand on her own legs. In the next episode, we'll look at how the political landscape has changed and where Brexit voters fit in. Thank you for watching.